All right. Today we're going to check out the chart of Tesla. This is a weekly close chart, so we're looking at the prices at the end of every week. As we can see, it covers a period of a couple of years. Okay, so what do I have here? I am looking at the underlying price action here, Tesla in the middle out here. We have the RSI, which is a relative strength index, a measure of how overbought or oversold or neutral the market is. We have the MACD, which is the moving average convergence divergence indicator. And we have the 14 days slow stochastic index. I personally am not a big fan of MACDs, and I want to keep this short video, so I'm not going to get into why. As a quick background, my name is Rohit. I call myself Mr. MindWealth. Uh, and I have a 25 year background in the financial markets, for the vast majority of which, for probably 22 years, I've been a trader, a structurer, a marketer, a salesperson, but essentially somebody working with the world's largest clients, the world's largest financial institutions, sovereign wealth funds, corporates, to help them manage their assets and liabilities with and helping them take on exposure or reduce exposure selectively. uh, Exposure related to the foreign exchange markets, the equity markets, to commodities, to the credit markets. uh, you name it, I've done it. And yes, I've always been a chartist, right from, I would say, August Friday the 13th, 1993, when I first started out as a trader. And yeah, so I love the markets. I've done it uh, I've traded the markets as a job. I have worked with the world's biggest companies and helped them, save the cost of their liabilities, reduce the cost of their liabilities, make much more money, and manage their assets well. And yeah, I see a lot of bullshit on YouTube and so on. So I just want to give you a quick sense of how I do a rough and dirty analysis of the markets every morning. So here I'm looking at Tesla, and what am I looking for here? I'm trying to assess, firstly, how far the price can go up, and secondly, if the price has gone to what I think is an important high, then how low could it correct, if it were to correct, that is. I use a special version of Fibonacci technique to accomplish this. Over and above that, I also use. I do many other use many other indicators from a charting perspective. But without much ado, let's take a quick look at what I'm talking about. So what do I do here? I try and find a period when the stock price is traded within a range, and has fallen down to the bottom of that range a couple of times before finally breaking out. Okay, so I had done this earlier for Tesla. So what did I have? 77.4 and 35.4. How did I get it? Let's see. Let's see how I got it. Okay. Oops, I think I'd use a monthly chart. Hang on. Let's convert it to a monthly chart. And let's look at it now. Annotate. And let's find this chart. So as we can see, the prices are in this kind of band for quite a long time. So you can generally see prices are kind of in this band for quite a long time. So a lot of people talk about Fibonacci analysis and have endless chats and chat groups and so on and so forth. but not many people really understand how they can best use it. There are many ways of looking at it and using it, and you could try several different things to figure out the optimal strategy or approach. So let's just take this stock as an example. Right, I like the stock. It's Tesla. Been trading it for many years. Here, wish I had just bought it and never traded it, but life is not like that. I bought and sold and bought and sold and bought and sold. Okay, so here we are. This is a monthly chart. And I'm just making it live so I can spot some levels. One sec. Annotate. Okay. Cool. Okay, let's get cracking. So what do we do here? The idea is to try and find a channel, a horizontal channel in which the price moved. Identify the high and the low within that channel as a reference base level, and then plot a resist, and then plot a Fibonacci target level once the breakout happens. So for example, well, let's just take the most recent. But okay, fine. Let's go back in time and look at. All right, here, and so we're looking at a high and then a low in that channel following the high, and then a breakout that takes place here. And so yeah, so what are these levels? This is a low of 5.1, and this is a high of 7.99. So I go down here, let's say at 7.99 is my 100%, 5.1 is my 0%, and I'm now just going to copy the formulae, which gives me the various Fibonacci extension levels all the way from 161.8%, as you can see here, up to, oops, sorry, not a nice color, up to 1794.4%. Okay, so please bear in mind that all these levels that you see for Tesla might seem a little bit strange, because sometime around September, October last year, the stock was split 1:5. And so if you were trading the stock in the past, you would see levels 5 times the current level. So what you see is, say, 56 here is really 56 times 5, so or 57 times 5. So that's approximately 250 plus 35. So that's 285. Okay, just to give you some perspective. So if we go back to the chart, let's see how the price took place, what the price action was. So this is pretty cool. So if you look at the price action here, when the price broke out above this channel, yeah, and we want to figure out where should we take profit. What did we do? When we broke out above the range that I mentioned earlier, and just to recall, the range was 7.99 on the high and 5.1 on the low. We broke out and we want to figure out what our target level was. Let's see where the price went and stopped here first. We are in 2013 September, and this is a high of 38.9, pretty close to this Fibonacci level, the 1109% Fibonacci level that you see here. Yeah, 38.9. So I think that's pretty cool. And then where it gets even more interesting is I probably have just got out here, at this point, and then waited for the market to make a new high, but I may not have got that new high. So let's say you had done nothing and you had in fact decided to wait on and go, for a higher level. Uh, where's the next high being made? 2014 February, and you can look here on the bottom left of the page. We're close towards the bottom left. The highs here is 53, but it's still not a definitive high. It goes down, moves around, range, etc., etc., and we come here to a high of 58.28, which then is a high for a long time. It's a high for like a year, 2 years, 3 years, over 3 years nearly. Yeah. So 58.28. Let's go back to that sheet. Guess what? Not miles away from 56.95. So it's basically 57 to 58.3. That is bloody outstanding. I mean, to be able to have a level where you can exit or know that you can, to a large extent, trust this target level works is pretty cool. I'm not saying this stuff works all the time, but I've seen it work often enough, and I've personally traded on this basis in meaningful amounts of sizes. So yeah, we have a platform, MindWealth.co, where you can get really cool ideas on your career, how to grow your wealth, make it in your career, and achieve a degree of mastery in your spiritual life as well. And they all work well together. Check out our YouTube account, MindWealth. And let me quickly continue this conversation by going back here now. And I'm going to plot another horizontal channel somewhere here. And I'm going to get this, nope, it's not exactly. I'm going to get this low here somewhere. And I can see the high is probably here. Let me just check this. High 77.49 looks good to me. This low is somewhere here, 35.4. 77.49. Can I find something higher than that? What's this? 77.92. Yeah, that's higher. 77.92 and 35.4. 77.92 and 35.4, and boom, 506.95. And guess what? Today I exited Tesla at 502,